What's good, people? It's your boy Snow.
Ramon.
Ignorant Gamerz in the house.
Yes,
What's good,
indeed.
people? This episode is all speculation and guessing. E3 is next week. Are you hyped? Are you excited? Before we even start talking, you know what you should be doing right now? You should be writing in the comment section right now saying your predictions, what you want to see, what you looking forward to, what you want to hear as we start doing our 1-2 thing. I mean, that's why I'm rambling right now, so you have a chance to get your thoughts in, right? Overall, E3, the overall show, all I want to see is deliverance of stuff that's just been waiting for like years. So, I'm talking about
A next generation Wii?
Ooh. I'm talking about all the games that's been like delayed upon delayed. Stuff they showed us from 2011, 2010, like Rainbow Six, Patriots.
Where is that game?
Exactly.
And for what generation?
I guess now it's going to be pushed to the next one, to the 8th gen, with the with the PS4 and the Xbox One. But I want all these games delivered because I'm tired of waiting. Like, I'm an E3 fanatic. You show me something at E3, I want to see it within 3 years.
What happened in 3 months?
I would love to see it in 3 months, but the thing is, you know, sometimes the publishers get so fucking hyped. They're like, no, you got the concept artwork, show it now. And they get people, me waiting like, oh man, why you show me that? Now I gotta put money to the side already.
Is Journey at E3?
I don't know. Was that at E3? I don't think that. I think that just snuck up on motherfuckers. But that's the case with a lot of games.
Right.
They're not ready for the show, and then come 3 months after E3, you hear about this new game being announced and stuff like that. So that's my overall thing.
Okay.
Is there anything overall you want to see happen from E3?
Apologies. That's about it.
Apologies
That's it, really.
for the Xbox One.
Yeah, people gonna be...
They're gonna be sorry after that, after E3.
They're not gonna say nothing, but I want the apologies.
Okay.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna let you get into that. I might let you get into that in a separate video.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little hot on that.
Yeah.
he's a little hot on that. But I'm gonna start with the one who decided to skip the press conference, Nintendo.
Did they decide to skip it, or were they not invited?
Troll. So, E3 decides to not do a press conference. They will have a booth. Don't freak out. They will have a booth. We all know the write-ups come from the booths, but you need the press conference to get your thing out there. Mm-hmm. I want to see everything that they were supposed to deliver between January and March.
There's a slew of titles that was
promised, and they didn't come out. And I've gotten word back of why they had to take manpower off certain games to make certain things work.
So, but there's only 2 people working at Nintendo?
So it seems like when they make those kind of claims, right?
It's the same Mario you've been making for 20 years. What manpower you need?
So I want to see a date for...
Not happening.
A date and actual gameplay for, you know, the Zelda game in the work.
Not happening. Nintendo never gives dates.
The Melee game that we know you're going to announce. The next real Mario game.
There's a Yoshi coming, no?
I think it's a Yoshi done in the style of the way that Kirby game was, the way Kirby was done with the yawn. I want to see that, you know what I'm saying, and I want to see more people supporting that platform.
Why is it $100? That's why the first one was supported.
By the way, I wrote for CCL back when they announced. When we put the announcement up on Lifestyles, that the 8GB version was a joke, and it is, and it's being recalled. In like June 18th is going to be recalled, and now they're going to have one SKU, one variation of it. So far, it might be another one, 32GB, both black and both white, which is what I said it should have been from the get-go. Minimum 32GB.
He's still dead in the water.
He's still dead in the water with 32GB, but that's neither here nor there.
The 360 is coming with 500 gigs.
So
and Sony's probably going to see to it, make it them business to come with about 800.
Right. So, and I wrote, and that same thing I'm talking about, I wrote that even 32 was not nice. If nothing Sony or Xbox was coming at that price.
My phone has
Right. So that's what I want to see. I want to see Nintendo deliver to their fans that's already purchased the console, and I want to see them deliver something more tangible to the people who still double dutching whether or not they should get it.
They should just apologize.
And I think so too. And I want to see how this Best Buy thing is going to play out.
They have a deal with Best Buy, no?
The Best Buy thing is basically you and I and Ty can have a Nintendo E3 experience by going to our local Best Buy.
What the fuck does that mean?
All the games that they said was going to be playable at E3 back in January, those games are still confirmed to be playable, but now we can go to Best Buy and play them. Instead of the people who were privileged to make it there, now we can play them too. So that's E3 in our own hometown. Sounds cool. We'll see how they deliver that.
Yeah, well. Next.
PlayStation. What I want to see is more titles, more information about some of the titles that they showed previously at the February conference. One in particular that doesn't really speak to me, but it's going to answer questions to the Gran Turismo fans is why Drive Club and not GT6 for PS4. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see tons of footage of GT6 at E3. The reviews for The Last of Us is out. I'm sure we're going to see way more stuff that they got planned down the line.
Is the multiplayer? I think the multiplayer is being revealed at oh, no, it's out. I'm sorry.
The review's out, but it's not.
It's the multiplayer for Battlefield, I'm thinking. Sorry.
Right. I want to see Beyond Two Souls a little bit more. Another in-house exclusive. And I think that should be it for the PS3 version of PlayStation. It should just be those 3 games. And then I want you guys to dig deep into some of the extra features for the P4. More about how the games work with those features. And more information about some of the high points. I don't really care for the used game people, but people do care about that. I want to see about the friends list and if stuff is going to carry over from the P3 over. Not necessarily the trophies, but like I'm a PS Plus member over there. And on my friends over there, does that get ported up? Do I get more friends? Son, we can say, of course, all we want, but people have a funny way of cleaning the slate.
I'm with you on PSN. I really want to see what they've done to PSN.
Right.
And I don't think it's much.
Right. And there's some speculations that I've been hearing, and I hear them loud and well. But I'm telling you, I think the PS Plus program is working well enough that they're not going to do that, which is we have a subscription-based model like live. Mm-hmm. But if they do what we spoke about in our last video, check it out, where we were saying, yo, I'd give you $75 a year for something like PlayStation Plus with my Xbox Live. Mm-hmm. And remember I was saying they got to probably throw the Xbox Music service in or something like that to make it worth that. If they can combine the Live and the Plus, if they had to go that route for whatever reason, I'm not saying I want to, but if they had to, I'll be with it.
I'm really, when it comes to Sony, those are my 2 things, the PSN and the experience.
Right.
I want to see the experience and how the console looks, and that's big to me.
Right.
I love looking at my 360 because of the UI. It's nice to look at.
Right.
You know, my girl can pick it up and do what she got to do.
Right.
The PlayStation, not so much. Let's be real here. So I'm curious to see, and especially Microsoft made a big deal about the look of it. A lot of work went into the look, the very minimalistic, the card look, the Windows Phone look, and the instant switching. Mm-hmm. Curious to see what Sony did on that end.
Right. And I might have mentioned to you before, there's a bunch of like little web things that's out there that I think that we're going to see that in the... Remember I showed you one of the little portal sites for the PlayStation? And I was like, this is probably what the UI is going to look like.
Yes.
And then we end up seeing the February 20th thing, and I was like, that's kind of similar. Yeah. So what I don't care to see, because of their pedigree, is what the console actually look like.
You know, that's something I've been waiting. Motherfuckers going to apologize. And I'm naming names. Watch that shit be uglier than the Xbox.
Oof.
And if that happens, watch an entire game industry say nothing has ever happened. And mind you, because these assholes were such assholes, this thing can't look as bad or as good as the Xbox. Mm-hmm. this has got to be the next fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
The pressure's on.
Yeah. But my only right. And one of the main reasons why I never really care is because if they use anybody, they got the Sony Electronics team to build,
which is pretty good,
to design that PlayStation. I mean, we've yet to have an ugly PlayStation.
All right. No, the 2 was ugly.
The 2 was ugly?
The 2 was ugly. The 2 was ugly.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I love
but it wasn't as ugly considering what was out at the time. But
I never liked it, but it was ugly.
I know. I'll give you that, but I wouldn't say it was that
I love the 3. I
right.
thought it was too big.
We all
but
did.
I love the 3.
Right. So, but even I was okay with the 2 because it looked like a DVD player.
It looked like a console you could love though.
Yeah.
Like it's only a mother could love it type of deal.
Right.
Like that, we all had that with our Saturns,
right?
Our Dreamcast.
Yeah, my Saturn. Yeah.
So
first
Xbox was terrible. Yes.
First Xbox was like first base.
Microsoft never laid claims.
That shit was like first base. Slide to that shit.
That shit was like a HP
Safe.
small profile
for
office computer.
For office, right? Yeah.
That shit was like a sneaker box.
It was terrible. The first Xbox, you get hit in the head with that, it's over. It's curtain.
Also on the PlayStation, I want to see some of my older titles revived, and I know they're gonna have some new stuff.
Crash, baby, where's Crash?
Crash is kind of a tough situation to bring back. I kind of think you guys put Parappa the Rapper in there for a reason.
Man, fuck him.
But that's not the ones that I'm talking about. I'm talking about like Siphon Filter. Stuff
fuck
like that.
Game too.
I know.
That game pissed me off.
I know. It's okay.
I had nightmares about that train tunnel.
It's okay.
Every day going to work, I think about that shit.
It's okay. It's okay, so it's okay. It's all right.
Scaling that wall outside.
It's all right. It's all right.
Missing the motherfucker with the little taser shit that he fucked that game.
So stuff like that, and of course I'm a SOCOM head, so you know I want to see SOCOM.
Give it up.
I'm not giving nothing.
Give it up.
So but that's really it for what I want to see on PlayStation.
Okay.
We can move along to the Xbox now, and I'll let you drive that one.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to look. Like I said, we might as well skip this topic. Motherfuckers gonna be apologizing.
Okay.
They say they ain't got no games. Microsoft's about to put their dick on people's shoulders, and that's gonna be the end of that.
Just so that it won't be so short there, I will say from a PlayStation head and a gamer in general, what I want to see from that. Shout out to before I say that, shout out to Warframe being announced as a PlayStation 4 free-to-play game. So I told you guys, I told Sinclair when I met him that it was going to get on there.
And if it's not on the Xbox One, Mike, we gonna see you at PAX. I'm gonna see you at PAX. Don't do that bullshit.
So shout out to them for that, and Sony's gonna make it work. Dust 514. That's another video. That's another video.
Fuck that game.
And I'm not going to disagree with him on that one. But the Warframe, I played on PC. That shit's awesome. Whatever. Xbox. This is what I want to see. All the features that they showed us at the tech demo, aka the reveal, I want to see it go seamlessly into actual games. With actual TV at the time. Because there was no way that basketball game you guys showed was happening at that time. Right? So, the reason why I'm saying that is because that's going to make those people that was hating shut up. Because here's the games now. Now, what I also want to see is, I want to see Forza Fallout. Right?
Yes.
I want to see 4 games that are exclusive to the 360, and one of them that I'm pretty sure is exclusive to the Xbox, get revived. And I want to see some of those new IPs. They said it was 15, and 8 of them was being resurfaced. So I want to see something about those IPs, because that's the one thing I hate about having multiple consoles, because everyone could put their IP as a solo thing, and that means I have to find a fucking way to go play that game. And that's the part that sucks as a gamer.
You're always welcome at Uncle Riz's residence.
I understand, and you're always welcome to come to mine.
I don't.
Yeah. So that's my most important thing. The only other thing I want to see with the Xbox One is fully featured, immersed with the gaming. Yeah. And I want some clarity around the whole connecting. That's it.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm done with the Xbox shit.
What are your predictions? What are your guesses?
Wait, hold on. Did you not mention the Vita?
I didn't need to mention the Vita. I rest my case on the Vita.
You think the Vita's dead?
No. I've spoken on the Vita already.
I've been trolling you for a long time.
Mm-hmm. And I don't own a Vita.
I'm going to give you this. And this is something you will never recover from. There is no fucking Gran Turismo on the Vita.
I don't give a shit.
No, sir. This has gone on far too long. Everybody gets to damn something based on how they feel. I don't do that. Well, tonight, sir, I bought a PSP for Gran Turismo.
Mm-hmm.
It took them 4 years to release it, and it got a 4.5 on IGN.
But you got it.
I didn't get it. I didn't touch it.
Well, you didn't get it.
I don't play shit that gets under 8.0.
Right. But
I'm
the
just
thing
that
is,
superficial.
But the thing is, the Gran Turismo was delivered.
No, it was not. That was not Gran. That was Need for Speed. Heavy.
Need for Speed was much better.
Need for Speed got a high rating.
It was delivered as a Gran Turismo title.
Sir.
They filled their requirement.
Nigel made me buy a Vita.
Mm-hmm.
He texted me, "Oh, this thing is awesome. Fucking slices bread. It cooks for." I went and bought the Vita.
Mm-hmm.
2 years in,
Mm-hmm.
I have no Gran Turismo.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they have no racing game. I don't play Need for Speed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hurting. Fuck Sony. I asked for one game.
So here's my thing about Gran Turismo being a hot topic at E3. What if they tell you it's crossplay and cross-buy? Why wouldn't it be?
What they tell me
Mm-hmm.
and what they deliver
Right.
have been traditionally and continue to be two completely separate things.
The reason why I don't want to get into that, and that's why I didn't bring it up in our other Gran Turismo video, is because so far they've been seeming to be like, okay, well, here's MLB The Show, 12, 13, and 14.
Yes.
Cross.
Okay.
There was another title, Little Big Planet, cross.
Okay.
They even did it with the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Third party shit, cross.
Okay.
They pulling a trigger on everybody. Yo, listen, dude. For P4, yo, listen. You gonna put a game on my P4? Cross.
And it's standard now. Sony made it standard. All developers making a game will be cross.
Right.
But that's for P4.
That's for P4.
Gran Turismo 6 is for
P3.
P3.
I understand, but it still has P3 ecosystem. And if they were able to do that with Battle All Stars Royale, I think I said that right. PlayStation Battle or whatever.
Another game that doesn't matter.
Right?
I agree.
If they was able to do that with that and have them play each other, then I don't see why Sony would be like, listen, yo, that PS Vita, I know the fans are gonna buy PlayStation 4 and they want that Vita to work, but I need you to not do that right now. Like, I don't see why they would do that. Could they do it and piss off everybody, including myself, who doesn't have one? Yeah, they could do that. But I just don't see why would they want to give that much power to other drivers on the market.
So you're saying that I should keep the faith?
What I'm saying is,
because the only games I have on my Vita now are old games.
What I'm saying,
I don't have one fucking Vita game on my Vita.
You didn't do the thing, the PlayStation Plus thing. Like I told you.
That was not a Vita game. I had the PS Plus.
You had Plus, right?
Those were not Vita games. Those are PSP games.
No, some of them are Vita games.
What the fuck is a Vita game?
The Blast Blue game was a Vita game.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
You sure? I know the Tekken game wasn't.
That was not.
Tekken was definitely PSP.
Listen, the fact of the matter is, I don't have a Gran Turismo.
Right.
I could probably go get a Nintendo DS and play Gran Turismo. This is a problem.
You was delivered on the one Gran Turismo that they promised you. It sucked, so you didn't buy it.
Sir.
Right. So there's a second Gran Turismo that's coming out right now.
I would have graduated college twice before I get my Gran Turismo.
You're hoping that they give you a new Gran Turismo experience with this one. I kind of think that it really does make sense that it will be cross-buy. Although nothing is leaked out to say that, I'm totally putting my ass out there. But for me, if Sony in-house wants to push that Vita, that's going to sell Vitas. You want to sell some Vitas, you're going to put Gran Turismo 6 on that shit.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
And you're not wrong. But you were wrong for buying it for...
Yeah, the first time you get me...
No, you're not wrong for wanting that, because they say, yo, it's going to be there, but you're wrong for buying a Vita just for that one ass thing.
Ramon, was a jackass. Because not only did I buy the Vita, I got home and left the house again to go get the memory card. So you fuckers got me twice.
That's why I didn't buy it.
And then I got PlayStation Plus to play PlayStation 1 and PSP games on the Vita. So you got me 3 times. You think I learned my lesson? No, I get on the fucking podcast and stick up for Sony.
You do no such thing.
I do no such thing.
Right. So, but those are my predictions, and this is just like so off the head. So,
Alright. Hit the comments, man.
let us know
What you feeling?
what's going on. Holla at us. IGZ, and we out.